All right, so this morning on my chat platform of our website, a subscriber sent me a question about our debt problem, and I replied. First, William, he asked, we have a debt problem. Our government is dependent on being able to sell our debt to international investors. Has a tariff battle shifted toward diminishing U.S. debt bonds purchasing by other nations? Now, my reply was, well, our government has a spending problem. If we spent anywhere near our means, we would not need to incur the level of debt that we accumulate each year. No matter how much federal government revenue goes up, Congress spends more, and that's the crux of the problem. We don't need, and I use air quotes, foreigners to buy our assets. Americans can buy them. I mean, the Federal Reserve can also buy them. Think about this. On April 13th, the Fed owned $5.79 trillion of U.S. government debt and $2.74 trillion of mortgages. That's all the way down to $4.2 trillion on the debt side, right? And think about that number. That's the entire size of China's holdings that they've been able to just run off the balance sheet. Treasuries are down to $2 trillion. The system, though, is designed so that we buy stuff from foreign countries, mostly things that we don't need, that'll end up in a landfill, and we give them dollars that we work really hard for. Now, what's up with the dollars? Well, they're designed for just two purposes. Eventually, they'll purchase our goods and services, or eventually, they'll purchase our assets. So think about it. We, for instance, we get cheap stuff and we go to Walmart. China gets our money. What do they do with the money? They buy our bonds. They buy our farmland. I think the system is weakened us foundationally. I think it's hurting us, and I feel like we're sleepwalking to the end of that grand American experiment. So do we accept this fate? That was the letter I wrote back, the email I wrote back. Now, I understand our economic system is far more complex, and it's inside a global system that's even harder to decipher. The relationship between trade flows and capital flows and what it means for the average American is up for debate, although it seems to me that most economists think that the system is fantastic and we shouldn't alter it.